Hello, good morning, welcome to the weekend, Saturday. Oh my god, finally made it. Wow, what a week. It is, and it's still going. We have been so busy at work. I've been exhausted. Um, I've been making a lot of changes. I often, the suggestion is don't make a lot of changes at one time. Make them gradually, which some of the changes that I've been making personally have been slow and gradual. Um, but then there are sometimes things just change super quickly and you just have to adapt super quickly. Hello there, Daddy Bones. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Miss K. Love your face. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. I hope you had a great week. Mine was been super busy. Um, all week I've been working on about two or three. I try to describe my job without exactly telling you guys what it is, but I'm a rental manager. I rent equipment out, lighting equipment specifically, and we've had multiple jobs come in this week, large packages, and trying to figure out the logistics of how to fill the orders for them. And of course, it feels like I've been doing a lot of work for them, only for them to come back at the end and be like, yeah, this project's gotten way out of hand and we have to scale back and the time crunch and we're going to cancel. I'm like, okay, so I feel like I've done all this work for no gain other than the experience of actually just putting together and trying to logistically coordinate all the items. Because sometimes our house, our rental company, and on our location doesn't have all the items, so I have to source them elsewhere and bring them in. And so that becomes its own project. So if I'm using what we call an outside vendor, I then got to contact them like, our client said no. And then they feel bad because they did some work too. And I'm just like, it's almost like there's, I feel like sometimes there's a miscommunication or there's a idea that like, just because you ask one person of one thing doesn't mean that person isn't asking for outside help. There's more people that you affect sometimes, especially when you come back at the end and be like, no, we can't do it. It's a bit grueling and it's a bit exhausting, just exhausting. So that's what's been happening all week. But the small change I've been making personally has been, I've gone back into a running routine in the mornings. So right now, I'm running 2 days during the week, usually Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings, which is one of the reasons why the Wednesday night streams are going away, is because I wake up pretty early, like 5 a.m. and going to bed early is a good healthy strategy, especially when you're going to run first thing in the morning on a Thursday. And I say small amounts, like. For some people, you say, I'm going to run 1 3/4 of a mile, almost 2 miles. And they're like, wow, that's really far. And in one sense, yes, it's pretty far when your two little legs are carrying you 1.75 miles. It's pretty far. But then when you drive 1.7 miles, it's not that far. It's only like, and my mapped routine is a box, so there isn't there isn't like much to it, I guess, other than on the way back I'm going downhill, so it feels like it's much faster. While I'm chatting away here, why don't I head on over to our screen here. Let's see, there we go. Does everybody like that little skull? I drew that myself. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of that little skull in the top right corner. Where we at? Daddy Bones. So that's the small change that I've made, was starting to make starting back into running. I say back into running because before the pandemic, I actually was running pretty regularly and I'm running pretty long distances. And when I say running long distances is, if you know anything about running, I had a 4-day run week. So I would run Tuesdays and Thursdays and during the week. and then I would have what's called a long run on Saturday, which would be the longest run of my week. And during that long run, which I did my long run today, my long run today was 2 miles. The long run of my week, back when at the height of me running, was about 8 miles in a single go. It actually was getting to the point where I needed to start refueling during the run, which was a new kind of experience for me, and I needed to start integrating and like refuel during the run. So carrying a water bottle with me. But up until that point, I was able to have basically a Gatorade, or I had Propel. I still love Propel when it comes to like beverages. So I would have a Propel ready when I got home, like to start kind of chugging to get my electrolytes back and get myself feeling good. And I was exhausted, but yeah, I was basically running to the point where it was time to start refueling during the run. I'm thinking about starting to run instead of walking. I feel the need to just let out all my frustration on the pavement. It's you know what? And when I restarted, and I'm going to say I started about 2 weeks ago. I'm not saying it was rough to start, because I didn't feel like it was rough, but I almost felt it's kind of like a musical instrument. I hear old musicians like going, "Oh, I haven't played the piano in years," and then they sometimes will cry when they kind of play again because they lost like all that, like all the skill that they had built up. They lost, and that's kind of how I felt the first couple of days. Oh, it's definitely going to be rough for me. I've never ran for fun before. It may not be that bad for you, Miss K, but it was bad for me because like the first week I was actually somewhat in tears because I would run like 8 miles on the weekend, and then like 6 miles on Sunday, and like 5 miles or 6 miles during the week on each of my runs, and I was putting in a lot of mileage, what I thought was a lot of mileage. And now that I'm getting back into it, like I'm running 1 3/4 of a mile, and it's not even like I'm doing like a straight run for 1 3/4 of a mile. It's I have mine broken up. I have a Garmin watch that I track my stuff with, and I'm glad to start out with like 4 to 5 intervals, 0.10. Yep, exactly. No, that's exactly it. So to get myself back, I say I run 1 3/4 of a mile, but really I'm running 1 mile. So my workout starts off with like a 5-minute walk, and then I do a half-mile run, and then I do a 1-minute walk again, and then do a 1/4 mile run, and then I do another 1-minute walk, and then I do another 1/4 mile run, and that's my full 1 mile actual running. And then do another 5-minute cool down, and by the end of that, it's 1 3/4 of a mile. Now today I did my half mile, and I did it 3/4 miles, so for a total of 1 1/4 mile actual running. But between the warm up and the cool down, I covered 2 miles. So I feel pretty good, and I actually feel really good today, especially. A little bit hard. I say a little bit hard. But I actually feel good. Like today was actually the first day, and not that any of the days are other days, but today's actually the first day where I reflect on my run, and I reflect on myself and my inner self. I feel good today. Like I feel pretty good, and I'm so glad I got this started back into this. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be really hard for me, but I'm looking for that release and that good benefit that comes after the run. Yeah, it could only take a week. It may take 2 weeks. Like I said, I probably started about 2 weeks ago. I'm probably now in my 3rd week, and I finally decided to do the long run today as my ramping up my training, I guess. But it feels, yeah, wow. Today feels good. I feel good. There is just no other way to describe it. That's really awesome. Yeah, I thank you so much. I look forward to hearing about your running adventures as well. Yeah, I want to hear about them. I definitely want to hear about them. But yeah, and you're doing it right. You said like 4 to 5 intervals of 0.1. Yeah, that's what gets you started. And I figure what's going to happen next, my next evolution will be I do this for like another week. My 1.75 of miles tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday, and then I'll do my 2 miles again next Saturday, and then 1.25 mile or 1.75 mile on Sunday. And then Monday, I will probably transition that day into what would be a semi-long run. It'll probably be like another 1.25 mile run, like the long run. But then the long run for the week will probably increase by another 1/4 mile. I'm taking it slow. I could probably go a little bit faster as far as like adding distance, but I'm just taking it in right now, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm not in any rush. I'm not. It's not a race. We're all running. It's not a race. No, the training part is not a race. The training part is just feeling the healthy benefits of it. It is exactly what it is. Today in the Minecraft world, though, we got started on a Cartographer house, and I want to do some more work to it. And I did that. I want to outline. I really want to trim up the roof differently here. I want to break away from I really like the way that looks, and I do want to trim it with the spruce, like we have with these two structures here, to kind of keep some consistency. But I want to change out the material here, the actual roof material here. And I really haven't decided what I wanted to do there yet. But I was watching another streamer this morning, and we have a little something somewhere. We have a little something somewhere. And it made me think, why not try this? Let's see, where do I have it in here? This is using my little junk box here. Where's my... No. I have a heart. Well, everybody knows DaddyBones has a heart. Of course. But I have a heart. There it is. Creaking heart. And I want to create a resin farm. I actually want to go and get more creaking hearts, and the last place that I knew them to be, here we are. There we are. We have some there. Do I have any more? No. That's where I know more creaking hearts to be. So I thought maybe we'd take a flight up here and see if we can't get some more creaking hearts. We'd start there. I kind of laugh. Oh, look, there's terracotta. So we'll grab some shulker boxes to take with us, and we're gonna go see if we can find some creaking hearts, and probably a lot of pale oak while we're at it. So we're gonna start there. I feel this is a good and bad idea, but it's what I kind of came up with for today when it comes to what are we gonna do. So that was it. We're going to go get some creaking hearts, and we're going to figure out how to build a creaking farm. I do have a vague idea how to do a creaking farm. Boop, boop, boop. So we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. We'll bop the boops and beat the boops and pumpkins. Pumpkins. Food farming. Well, it's farming, not necessarily food. What else we got? Oh, we got wool. Magenta wool. Just put that in here. What do we have here? Arrows. So we're going to put you there. Go ahead and keep you there. Dark oak. Putting stuff away so we can find it later. Podzol. Put Podzol in the upstairs. Boom, ba, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba, ba. Podzol. And then deep slate. Deep slate bits and deep slate variants. I wonder what the deep slate bits are. Probably stairs. Maybe. Oh, we got planks on us. Come on, get down. So yeah, that's been the week. That has been the week that I've been enduring this week. I hope you guys have had a pretty good week too. And I'm not saying any of this was bad. It's just been challenging. I'm gonna say it's been straight up a challenging week. Oh man, I didn't heal my pickaxe. I haven't had a chance to play a lot during the week, but I've been watching a lot. But I've still been watching a lot. Some organization here. Let's see, shulker shells. Why not? Why not create 2 more shulker boxes? Because we're probably gonna go through a lot. Boop, boop. Pale oak. Okay, so all the pale oak stuff is going up there. Okay, well then. Well, let's take a look at our map. Zoom out, and then we'll create temporary waypoint. I'm hearing them. What are you selling? Oh, we'll find some of those. So we don't need to buy them. Blue ice. Yeah, oh. Alright, and away we go. So yeah, if you guys have some sort of adventure you guys have been working on or planning, or if you've got a new activity that I want to hear about it. Tell us. Did you find something new, and have you guys updated to the new, what are we at? 121.6 now? We haven't discussed, or I haven't decided to upgrade the server yet to the 21.6. As always, we'll probably wait a little bit for the mods. And it'd be nice to add the additions from 0.5. But yeah, I do find it annoying to have to update, like, God, every 3 months, 2 months. As soon as this thing drops, they're going to be like, here's the new snapshot for the next 0.7. Bump, 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 bump. I gotta mess with this fog some more. It's like a weird dark oak section right here. Oh, maybe it's not that weird. Oh, there's some bad guys. Don't need anything out of there. Oh, look at that. Oh. I'm gonna die. Oh, it's all good. Fish ain't doing it. I totally forgot we had all that set to no longer lose your inventory. I mostly did it for the kids, but they don't play it that often. Got any iron on me? Missed my vein miner. Could have used some vein miner there and would pop that guy out real quick. I love fighting those guys. I'm not sure if anybody else likes fighting them. I like fighting them. I definitely missed my my overpoweredness of vault hunters. And they killed the guy. Alright, well, we'll move on. One death is good enough for today. And we're out of food. Gonna be out of rockets here soon, too. I still love looking at Minecraft's terrain. I mean, I don't really need anything. Miss K, me too. Do you remember before the Caves and Cliffs update how flat everything was back? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I still love the way it looks. And I still love flying around and like all of a sudden there's this huge mountain in front of you. Like, whoa, almost ran into that thing. So the question is, do I have any more food on me? Apples. This is so bad. Apples. Apples. Boom, boom, boom. No. There's something in there. Oh, there is some stuff in there. I still think the update was one of the best. Yes. Caves and Cliffs is, yeah, by far the best update. Where are you, pig? I saw you. Is there... Am I missing something? I see some red dots. Huh. Alright, we need food. That'll do, pig. Well, got a little sidetracked, a little squirreling. It's okay, right? I didn't realize this place really is far for some pale oak. Oh, there's a pig. Two. All right. Ah, there we go. This is cool. This is what is really cool. That. Right there. Like, this is something you would not see in old pre-Caves and Cliff Minecraft. Just to be up here and to be like, that's cool. Hey, Nightbot joined us. There we go. We're here. Okay, what do we have? We have Silk Touch. Let's go with Fortune. Let's put you back where you belong in there. I have to head out and go to my oil. Oh, okay. And pedicure. Pedicure is more important than the oil change, in my opinion. I hope the rest of the stream is wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss K. I appreciate the lurk. And thank you for coming in and just saying good morning. I appreciate that. It's amazing. You are amazing. I look forward to hearing about your runs. And if you get on Strava or Garmin, let me know. DM me. I'll be your friend. I'll give you some thumbs ups and some kudos. So, I figure we'll continue doing this, and then at nighttime we'll figure out where the actual heart is. We don't dig one out. How much of this should I grab? Moss. Do I need a Silk Touch hoe actually to get some of the vines? Like this stuff here? We want some of that stuff too, right? They did do a pretty good job with this, because I'm like here in, and I mean the sun's still out. I thought it got a little darker in here, just from being in the pale garden. But maybe since I'm too close to the edge of another biome, maybe it's changed up a little bit. Alright, let's see. Can we uncover? Good way of getting a lot of wood of this nature too. Anything else up here? Seriously, this is where I get a little nervous. Because it's not just the pale garden, it's all the other mobs too that you have to deal with. And I'm actually, now I think about it, I don't have a whole lot of health or food with me, so we're just going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do this the safer way. Yeah, we're just going to have to. Do we get apples from this pale oak? I forget. Silk. That's his fortune there. Okay, so that was the carpet that does that. Is there a thing? sometimes think the tree ants are going to come after me from doing all this. I mean, that's kind of what these things are, right? Yeah, we haven't gotten a heart yet. Let's put you guys in here. Maybe I should have done the fire method and just torched everything. Can the heart burn? Alright, I think I got everything. Wow. Okay, so we still have a lot to explore here. Oh my goodness. And then there's a hole. Alright. Guys, just stay safe, DaddyBones. Just stay safe. Dum, 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 dum. one effect, I think I have plenty of saplings now. So I don't really care about saplings. I don't want to like... maybe I do want to get a couple stacks of the pale oak leaves. So let's switch. Let's switch it up. If we bone meal the moss, will we get the flowers? The flowers refined only. So I haven't seen any of the flowers. There we go. Got one. Come here, pig. How are ya? Thank you. Alright, so we have 2 hearts now, officially. Would love to get, like, 2 more. Where's the rest of this stuff? Oh, it's just kind of... hiding. Like it says, there was like red blocks like right here, like there's something that's not been collected, and I just cannot see it. This game sometimes. They're probably really there too. Just Daddy Bones is blind. That's where they fall, like right here in these little cracks. Like right there. Alright, where are we at? Silk here. I keep hearing Piggy. Alright. Let's chop these down. We will have plenty of leaves. Ah, there we go. I'll hold on to you in there. Yeah, I think just some of these we just have to let them go. I think we're gonna leave this guy standing because he's got nothing in him. That was like a tree that would have something in it. Here's the hoping. That creates such a mess. I'm always looking for those one little dots. Couple stray trees there. Can we find 2 more hearts? That's a big tree. Maybe there's one in there. I don't see a heart in this tree. I'm always looking. I keep like duping myself. Like, Why doesn't that ever work? Must be doing something wrong. Every time I clear out a huge section like this, I'm like, there has to be a heart. What in the world? Where are those guys at? Oh, oh, they're right there. I wonder if they followed me all the way over from the other place. And of course. All right. Yep, I don't think there's one there. There's not one there. All right, moving on. There's not one there. Of course. Of course, there was just like one little hole. This thing seems too out of the way to have one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There it is. And it's raining. Potential there's a heart in here. Can I shoot him? Nice. That'll help out a lot. Maybe I just discovered a strategy. Still the same guy, right? I think so. Alright, well, can we sleep now? How about now? I don't mind taking away all the leaves, but don't want to leave any bogeys. Yeah, look at all that. Alright. Nope, 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 nope. Whole cow. Okay. Wow, that's just insane. Yeah, that's what happened. In a hot top, Stetson hat. Playing blues as we roll along. Let's go up to the top here. See how close they are to each other? Anybody have any weekend plans? I am going to be in a writing position tomorrow. Actually going to head off to work. Where absolutely nobody. No one to distract me, no one to disturb me. And I'm going to spend the day outlining a couple of story ideas I've been having. I think once we get one more heart, and I'm talking about the one that, yeah, obviously there's one we already know where it's at. I think we'll head back, and we'll see if we can't create a quick, easy, down and dirty farm for the resin. Do need also get back over to the Prismarine Island at some point as well. Believe me, I haven't forgotten about all of our projects. It's just kind of nice to work on something different for a little while. Alright, well, okay, we're down here now. Let's get back up high, though. Oh, those are the... Okay. I thought that was, well, nobody's come up yet. Other than a couple zomberts. No. Okay. Alright, I think we found two. Just need to survive this night, obviously. And go find them. What is going on there? Okay, then. Okay, so there's one. All right, those were all closed up. Just have to find that other one, right? We're looking. We're looking. There it is. I see it. Okay. I just heard a witch. I have a feeling it's in the cave here, so we're going to peek. Well, I wasn't prepared for that. Alright, let's get this thing and get out of here. This could be fun. My woman's got a low down ways. There we are. Let's clear that out. Alright, let's get back. Collect the last bits of this. Any more? We got some there, there. Could have one right there, Daddy Bones. Nope. Tennessee. Alright, we got 10 rockets. We're out of food. I mean, we got more rockets, but... No. Alright, let's get... Alright, let's head south. Alright, we are squirreling. Oh, that's so cool, that little, just a hole. Alright. So, I think one of the more simpler farms I've seen is actually kind of an underground farm. And we're going to give that one a try. I think having the 4 will be just fine. Boom, boom. I think in order to make that go away, we actually either have to die again, or we have to, like, touch the body. We're gonna go touch the dead body. There, got rid of it. You know, let's go with this over here. Yeah, we'll open that up. And then we'll open this up here and fly right by the Prismarine Island. There we go. Alright, we're going to see his village, and we're going to head straight south from there. Wow, look at this terrain. Wonderful. There it is. I think we'll take a shulker box back and put that stuff away. We're going to fill this up. There, redstone. Redstone. There you go. Glowstone. It's in lighting. You know what? We're gonna... There. Fish is food. Mob drops. Alright, do we have a resin? It is a block. Would we have it up here? Keeping things nice and tidy. Like I said, we're going to fill this up. I don't know if we're going to use it all like today, but... Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Sticks and stuffs. We have some moss, right? We have a moss. Moss. Moss and bits. Yeah, that works. Right? Snow. Grass. Woolen products. We have potions somewhere, right? Pot, potion. That's potion ingredients. There we are. Mm-hmm. I will definitely say that was a very successful trip. A little long. But we got everything we needed. No. I feel like some of these things need to go somewhere else. Maybe that will go under greens. Yeah. Even though it's not very green. Okay, so with that, we got this, some more dark oak. Alright, we're done with you. Alright, there's that. No lie, we could probably... We might need some of that stuff. Oh, we will need at least 8 of these. We might take that just to get ourselves started. We need ladders. How about some stone? You know, we'll I'll forgo the stone because we're doing this kind of dirty. What we do need though is some trapdoors. I think we may need exactly 4 trapdoors. We will take this. Yeah. And we're gonna go find a quick spot. Oh, I think I know. I think I know. Let's go right here. Yeah, I think right here would do just fine. I actually just want to make this flat. It's amazing. The whole idea was to continue on with the build of the house. But this is how we squirrel, needing materials. See what I'm thinking. This is probably overkill. We can go way over here. But because I'm over here, I'm getting ideas. This is where I made a whole bunch of moss at. What I'm actually thinking is, what if we made because these guys can't spawn over the water, right? So what if we made like a pier and then created this little chamber? Alright, so that's my thoughts. Is this gonna work? Okay, so we said we needed trapdoors. So there. And there. So this will be their chamber. Alright, does that make sense? And then okay. So this will be us here. Remain covered like that. And so then like there. Yeah. Somebody needs to tell me if this is not going to work. I mean, I think it's going to work. I mean, we do need some light. Alright, so we need to get some light over here. Let's do a quick little research here. The creaking spawn distance from heart. 32 block radius. Oh, 16 block radius horizontally, 8 block vertically, and if it's linked, creaking heart. However, the creaking is also limited to a 32 block radius from the creaking heart, so if it moves beyond that range. Okay, so 8 blocks. The creaking spawn light level. Light level does not affect creaking spawn, according to YouTube and other sources. Okay, so light level doesn't matter. We just need to get some lighting over here for other mobs that we don't want interfering with the shenanigans that we're undergoing. Alright, so lights. Oh my goodness. I got 7 candles. What do we got? Well, we got sea lanterns. Nice. We do have shroom lights. Shroom lights are cool, right? We got a ton of these. Well, for funsies, let's do that. Sort of heads and mini blocks. Oh. Here you go. I'm just thinking of something cute and clever. We might use later in a build, but we're trying to mess around here. Everybody do the mess around. That. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I think we're going for it. just need some building blocks to make this look smoother. Should I line this with carpet so they don't spawn here? That's what I'm thinking. We need some carpets. Or half slabs? Maybe they spawn on the moss carpet? Alright, let's see here. I guess we're going to find out. Let's see. The creaking spawn carpet. Creaking cannot spawn on carpets because they are not considered full blocks. Okay, so with that, moss. Oh, we got about a minute. Just in case we need more. Alright, switch it up. Alright, let's come on, get up here, get up here, get up here. Ow. Oh, come on, I can't close the... Alright, there's 3 of them in there. Why is he so far out? Alright. Well, the idea is we got them, right? Nice. And we have ourselves a resin farm. Alright, so how does this... that's not awesome. Okay. No. So I put it in the stone cutter after this? Okay, I can turn it back into that. He, like, still doesn't see me. Oh well, I think we're doing pretty good. Well, we technically have a resin farm, right? That shouldn't be a problem, but something just tells me I feel like I should close it. Well, pretty simple system. I think Oak will be excited. Aw, it's daylight. Well, okay then. Oh. There's resin on the outside. That's so cool. We need this. I guess we'll take that for now. that lighting. Put you in there. Yeah, might as well. Mini blocks. Alright, so if we put the resin in here, nothing. So, how do we make the bricks, the resin brick? Let's do a search. Minecraft resin brick. Oh. We gotta smelt this stuff? Get in there. Can we smelt just the block? No, the block does not smelt. Nice try, Daddy Bones. Alright. Well, we got that going. We learned all sorts of things today. Do 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 do. Wow. I wonder if it's a good idea to leave those. I want to make it look prettier, but we already have a project right now. There we go. Always doing a little bit of farming when I can. Oh, doop 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 doop. Yeah, I hear that guy. I hear him. You hear him? I hear him. It is smelting relatively quickly. Do 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 do. Spruce. Let's get you some spruce. Spruce. Slabs. Stairs. Blocks. Let's go ahead and just take that. Just go ahead and trim this out. Need to grab all that. There we go. All right, let's do the front. Good. Alright. I feel very good about this. I wonder if I should get sweeping edge on this. If I could hit all of them better. Alright. Well, wasn't a full-on intention farming video, but it's pretty cool, right? I don't want to be like... trying to add, you know... well, just a little spot for more, right? I wonder if this one's not because of the ladder. I bet you that's why that's one never. DaddyBones, you have a wonderful mind. You're probably right about that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I actually thought the resin kind of like build up, would have like some build up, like not just this, but a little bit more. So like, yeah, it's only one layer. they're mad. Alright, so we have to fix the stair. So this way we have some more. And all we have to do is just move this wall back one, right? But we'll do it in the daytime. I'm wondering if they could spawn in here. All gone. Alright, let's see how we made out. Still cooking. Nope, not yet. So with that, there we go. Not shabby. Not too shabby. Let's go take a peek, see what we come up with, see how it looks. Nope. Ugh, we're not gonna get this isn't gonna be. Ow. Well, it's not terrible. I mean, it's still kind of hard to see. I'd rather see it with a lot of it, let's see how this is going to look with that mixed in. Okay. Wow, they went all the way down to the bottom. Jeez. Jeez. Kind of a hot item right now, so I'm going to kind of lose them too much. Well, it's not bad. I mean, it's not... It's just different. Like, I'm not used to it. So, a little adjustment can go quite a bit away. Do I want to trim it? Do I want to, like, fill it all the way in? Whew. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of exciting. Just a new block. Does it fit the cartographer's, like, you know, aesthetic? I don't know that either. It's almost time for our next night. Four Stooges. Okay. This is gonna be a mess to fix. Well, it's not a mess, but it does need a little help. What am I gonna do with all these cats? No. Just because we're squirreling a little bit, why don't we go grab some sticks? We'll trade with that dude in there. Get some emeralds. Heal him up. Shovel. Nice. Alright, let's go get some more resin now for our third night in a row. We might need to fix this too. So I don't want them spawning up here. He's stuck. He's stuck. Alright, so it ain't a perfect system. But I I gotta pat myself in the back. It works. It may not be high volume at the moment. I'm sure there's some things we can do. Like one, we need to push that wall back. I'm wondering, is that dude just sunk at the bottom here? Oh, there he is. That could have been a tragedy, actually. I think we'll have to do some experimenting. Redstone on stream? Do people tolerate redstone on stream anymore? I actually enjoy it when somebody's discovering redstone on stream. And game mechanics on stream. I think something I'd need to do, just to make sure they don't spawn in here, is to make these half slabs down one. And then we can create an entire like chamber around these, so we can probably get the full know what I'm saying? Now we're going to collect a lot more of these when they disappear. And they're gone. Well, I'm so happy we made that. Wasn't the initial plan for today, but success is a success nonetheless. Yeah, let's add a little more. I think that'll do it. And iron. Oh. Yeah. All right. Let's see if we can finish this side of the roof now with what we have. Thumbs up for DaddyBones. Oakdew, welcome in. How is your walking going? I'm assuming you put in a lot of miles this morning. Hope I am doing well. I am doing very well, madam. Thank you so much. We are working on the roof of the Cartographer. It's actually right around the time we need to be moving for the day. But I wanted to finish up the roof here. Look, do you see what we have? Do you see what we have, Oakdew? Look at all that yummy resin. We made a simple resin farm this morning. It was not on the agenda of things to do today. But we went north to a dark oak forest. And I got 3 more hearts for us. I'll show you the farm here in just a moment. I kind of want to finish that off a little bit. Oh, need a tree there. Yeah, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. Ugh. Alright, there's that. 1. Down here somewhere. 7 miles yesterday. Well done. Well done. So, I have been running. Doing some morning runs. Like run walks, but runs. We can getting some of those in. Alright, where is that block at? Well, we're gonna be out of a block. I have no idea where it is. Would not have come in here. Let's check that floor one more time because I didn't see it. Oh, it's way up there. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. 7 miles yesterday. So I've been doing a run walk, Oak, for about 2 weeks now, maybe 2.5. I think we're in our 3rd week, and today was my first what we call a long run day, and I did 2 miles today in a single go. But you know, Princess and I, we actually go walking in general around the neighborhood, and yes, we've been adding some more miles and steps to our repertoire, and it just in general just feeling pretty good. So, do we have a resin QRS? No, we don't. Okay, good. I thought I was crazy. I saw redstone and I didn't see resin. Redsin. Oh, believe me, I forgot about resin too. So we have here a resin farm. I try to make it somewhat simple, where they will spawn over here. I'll find a spot. Sounds good. But and I'm gonna work on this a little bit more, but yeah. So they'll spawn over here, and they'll sometimes spawn so far out they won't see you, and you just kind of hop over, and they will fall right into there, and you can drop down in here, and I will close those. Is there light level down here? There's some light level, and they'll be right here, so you can whack them and then collect resin. I'm sure you've seen that one before. It's a pretty simple farm. Nothing too complicated. I put all the carpet here so they won't spawn here. They will only spawn over on this side. And they will spawn far enough away that even though you're standing here with your back turned waiting for them, you did not see any farms for it? Okay. Well, this is our simple farm at the moment. It will... The resin will as a matter of fact, we have another minute. We'll go into nighttime. It'll spawn on all sides. It's kind of the downside, so I do want to create like a whole chamber so we can get access to all the sides. Well, only on the pale oak, because you need the pale oak here and here. On each side of the heart. So it'll only... Hello, Goombas. Hello. Daddy Bones is over here. Oh, there you go. Look at you guys. What about you? You want to see me over here? Yep. Come on. Come on. Yep, you can. Yep. Got my buttons backwards. I see him. Oh, there he goes. Alright, we got the fourth guy. Alright, so we got them all down there. I closed that just in case. Now, the only downside to this, and we had it in our last night, is some of the mobs from the outside will come. So if you get zombies, you have to whack them, and then the resin appears. And then we collect. So yeah, so they'll only appear on the outside of the pale heart, of the heart here. So because you have to have these two, they'll really only appear right here, and they won't spread out further or anything like that. I'm not getting any forming here because of the ladder, which is why I want to push that back and create more of a room here. Yeah, we can collect it, and I'll collect here. And I'll collect this one here before it drops down to the water, maybe. And they'll even collect here on the outsides, but since I got nothing down there to collect them just yet. So what I'm thinking of is, at the moment, is I will, like, drop that down and so do a floor here, at this level. That way I'm guaranteeing that they won't spawn here. We can put, I don't have any carpet. We can put carpet here. Oh no, actually it's too tall, so they won't spawn here. But we can do some more, you know. There's some things. We got some things. This will be a fun little afternoon of, like, I got nothing to do, but I could farm for a little while at nighttime and get some resin for the server. But yeah, I was today's project was to do the roof, and I decided that I wanted to use resin as my block, and so we learned about resin. I thought you had to smelt the blocks, or once you made the resin blocks, you had to do... No, you had to smelt these into ingots, and then make the ingots into the bricks. So we learned that today. Fun stuff. We were learning all the things today. Yeah, but I want to make it a little bit more roomier in here. And again, expand it. And then I guess what we could do is we could put, maybe we could put a trap door here. In here, and that way if baby zombies come down, they're kind of trapped by the trap doors. Or we could put carpet right there to lift them up. But yeah, did a whole bunch of things simply because we wanted a resin block. We go in here and we can condense it down to a resin block. So I'm guessing you had a great, wonderful. Did you walk around the house or did you walk outside? Have you been walking outside? You've been walking outside, right? In the house, of course. Lots of laps. I'm getting really, really good at turning around, actually. Nice. I just had a crazy idea, Oak, that one day I'm going to be a millionaire. And I'll come and create a video wall at your house. A video wall. And then you can just turn a computer on, and it can be like walking through the forest. I mean, I'm already a millionaire at life. Oh, here come the zombies. They know where I'm at. They found me. Do I have? I do have a couple trap doors. Let's do that for case the babies come. Now, there's other farms I've seen that they have these hovered over a pool of water that filters towards like a center point. And they have pistons on each side of these 3 blocks. Because if you shift this with a piston, the resin falls off. That was the other kind of farm that I've seen, but it sounds like a redstone problem for another day. Yeah, it's a very good idea. See, now that it's getting close towards the morning, I'll start popping these off now. Yeah, that sounds like a resin. You know, the pistons moving these back and forth, just a, you know, another day problem. Not a today problem. Right now this works. Oh, they just disappeared. Oh. Alright. Now, what happened to the zombies? They definitely saw me and they're making their way over here. Alright, so with that, we'll come down to Oakdew's awesome smelting operations. Oh, I'm going through it. I am going through it. And voila, we got our ingots. To put the bottom slabs around the enclosure, you could get the size of yes. In general, I want to make a bigger, just a bigger enclosure in general. Again, it'll turn to a project for another day. For now. In the meantime, nailed it. In the meantime, oh, no worries, Oak. You can be as late as you need to be and arrive on time like you just did today. You arrived perfectly on time. I've never seen anybody arrive on time more perfectly than you. Just putting it out there. Sweet talker. You know, some days I got it. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum. This looks good. This looks good. I feel like I may kind of sort of want to add pumpkins in somehow. But yeah, this texture, I mean, don't get me wrong, this color is very, like, eye-popping. But it doesn't look half bad. I need to get rid of this Jack Black. Wings. Maybe do a custom wing set would be nice. Well, I'm gonna say we made progress today. I know it's it's not exactly everything we had in mind that would get a little bit further along, but I think we made some huge progress. We have a resin farm now. We died to some pillagers because I was being dumb. Squirrel streams are so much fun. They really are. I mean, we still had an end goal. Our end goal was to work on the roof, and that was the goal. I just decided that I wanted to use resin, which became the squirrel moment. And then, of course, we had to go find some hearts, and you're like, I want to use resin. I need a resin farm. I need hearts for resin, so I need to go find the hearts. And then, yeah. Yeah, but we died to some pillagers because I wanted to fight some pillagers, and they were ganging up on me. And that iron golem was just not moving his butt out of that cage that I broke him out of. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. And this is gonna, I think this is gonna start making this kind of fill in. Having two structures here. You're very welcome, Oakdu. Thank you for coming in at the end and hanging out with me, chatting me up. I love it. But yeah, we're gonna start filling some of this in, and making this look a little more used, well worn, lived in. I think the girls are gonna love it too. I think the girls are really gonna love it. Awesome. All right, let's go to, well, actually, let's get myself safe inside, let's say, this house here. While we go to the end screen. Hold on 1 second. Ah, there we are. Thank you all for coming in and watching the VOD, because I'm assuming most people are watching VODs, or maybe just lurking in the background, just having me on your television. Thank you so much for doing that. Oak Dude, thank you again for coming at the end of the stream, and Miss K, thank you for coming in at the beginning. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Saying thank you sometimes doesn't feel like it's enough, but it's when you're on both sides of the fences, when you know when a streamer's saying thank you to you, and you're like, oh, it's no big deal. As a watcher, it actually means a lot to us streamers who are streaming. So thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot. I have dropped my Wednesday night streams due to my running activity, so sorry guys. No Wednesday night streams. They've been kind of put on hold for now. We may move it to a different night, but we'll see. There's other things going on that's not just the running, but I'd love to a little more. I want to say personal space as opposed to just always being out in the living room where I typically do the streams at. So we're gonna stick with Saturday mornings, and I have been working on the side, so there's some things going on. But anyways, thank you guys so much. As always, be kind to each other. You stay safe out there. I'll see you next Saturday. Cheers.